Hey geeks, new episode of Star Trek today. Today's episode 7. It's Charlie X, which is actually one of my favorite episodes. I really like this one. I think it was well done. It has great pacing. Like, it starts out pretty slow, and you're just like, okay, he's kind of weird, but whatever. But then by the end, it's pretty terrifying, actually. Like, when Charlie's walking down the corridor, and people are laughing. I mean, it's probably like just a bar, like 10 forward or something. But he freaks out and says, no laughing. And then you see the woman walk out, and she has no face. It gets that buildup of tension really well. So I think it was well done. It has great lighting. It's a little over dramatic, but it's really well, because on the serious moments where it's like really shadow but just light over the eyes, almost like Morticia from the Addams Family. Some interesting notes. I think this is the first time we've actually gotten a confirmed crew count. Kirk says that there's 428 people on board. This is the first time we see Uhura singing, which she kind of continues out throughout the series and even into the movies. And this is also the first time we see the brig, which changes later on throughout the series, but it's kind of interesting to see how it developed and where it started. Overall, this episode kind of reminds me a lot of the second pilot, where No Man has been before, where Mitchell gets these godlike powers, and now we see Charlie with these godlike powers. Personally, I could be reading too much into it, but personally I feel like this is Gene Roddenberry's way of kind of exploring where we would end up with Q. Because this isn't the first, or these aren't even the last characters where these godlike beings come in, but I won't spoil it. But yeah, overall I think it's really well done. For those that like fan movies, there's a 2006, Tim Russ, the actor who played Tuvok, did a fan-made movie. He directed it, called Star Trek of Gods and Men, and it has a ton of Star Trek originals that reprise their roles. Like Uhura's in it, Chekhov's in it, Rand is in it from the originals. So all those from the original series. Alan Ruck from Star Trek Generations comes back as the captain. Let's see, Harry Kim is in it. Tuvok's in it. And Charlie, not the original actor, but that character comes back. And it just kind of deals with what Charlie went through later on growing up. I mean, it's not great quality or anything, but it's pretty interesting to finally have one of those major characters come back. Lowbelly likes it. But yeah, so if you guys have seen it, I think this is kind of a classic episode. But yeah, what do you guys think?